Star Trek Discovery is the 7th series in the Star Trek universe, and is set about 10 years before the original series. It mainly follows the USS Discovery and takes us on a journey from the 23rd century all the way to the 32nd century. The show has gotten a mixed bag of reactions. Some fans dig its modern vibe, while others miss the old-school Star Trek storytelling. Regardless of whether folks consider it part of the official storyline, Discovery has definitely drawn in some new fans to the Star Trek family. Over its 5 seasons, we've come across a ton of cool starships, and we've narrowed it down to the 15 biggest ones. Let's check them out. So we'll start with number 15, USS Shenzu. The Federation starship Shenzu, a Walker-class vessel approximately 423 meters long, was commanded by Captain Philippa Georgiou. It was the first ship to establish renewed contact with the Klingon Empire, and played a leading role in what later became known as the Battle of the Binary Stars, the inaugural battle of the Federation-Klingon War. The ship sustained critical damage, leading to the surviving crew members abandoning the ship. Consequently, the vessel was left adrift, and salvage operations were unable to commence in the early months of the war. The next one at 14, USS Enterprise. The Enterprise, as seen in Star Trek Discovery, is estimated to be 442 meters long. During the Klingon Federation War, the Enterprise was ordered to remain in deep space, away from the conflict. By the time the war concluded, the Enterprise returned to Federation space. The ship had sustained significant damage and required months of extensive repairs. While these repairs were being carried out, Captain Pike temporarily took command of the USS Discovery. Number 13, we have USS Kerala. The USS Kerala is a Shepherd-class Federation starship, measuring approximately 622 meters in length, according to reliable sources. While not much information is available about this spacecraft, it is known that it participated in the armed conflict against a Klingon fleet during the Battle of the Binary Stars in 2256. Now we'll take a look at Ni0047. The Ni0047 is Shiva-class stealth mothership in Starfleet Covert Ops, organization known as Section 31. When the vessel activates a cloak-like stealth mode known as dark mode, its pylons and nacelles would fold inward, reducing the ship's size. In dark mode, all external light sources were also eliminated. The ship has an overall length of 645.26 meters, with its widest points being the sides of the saucer, measuring 421 meters from port to starboard. Moving on to number 11, we have USS Discovery. The most well-known USS Discovery is famous for its spore drive, a groundbreaking technology that allows for faster-than-light travel by utilizing a network of spores to cover vast distances across the galaxy instantly. After time traveling to the 32nd century, Discovery underwent a 3-week retrofit and was recommissioned with the registry number NCC 10318. Over time, as a result of its integration with the sphere data, the ship evolved into a fully developed artificial intelligence. It experienced emotions, collaborated with the crew, and chose the name Zora for itself. Now let's take a look at USS Cury. The USS Cury, an iconic Marian-class starship. It had a length of approximately 777 meters and showcased an arrow-shaped hull along with 4 hovering nacelles. In the 34th episode of Star Trek Discovery, when the 23rd century starship USS Discovery, displaced in time, arrived for duty at Federation HQ in the year 3189, the contemporary Cury was among the ships located within the distortion field. At number 9, we have USS Credence. In the 3rd episode of Season 4 of Discovery, this vessel was featured as a dilithium cargo transporter, to a planet allied with the Federation. The Romulans stole the cargo, resulting in the death of the first officer of the Credence. This particular class of ship was approximately 860 meters in length and was equipped with 6 warp nacelles. During the dark matter anomaly threat to Earth later that year, the Credence took the part in the evacuation operations. It successfully carried out its evacuation orders and left before the Starfleet position became unsustainable. Now moving on to number 8, we have USS Nimrod. In the mid-23rd century, Starfleet intelligence recognized the necessity for a vessel capable of moving quickly between sectors, as their intelligence assets were distributed across space along the Federation Klingon border. When Section 31 became aware of this space frame, they modified the design to be similar to the Shiva class, known as the USS Nimrod. According to Star Trek Discovery, the official Starship collection, the ship's length is 872 meters, positioning it between the Sovereign class and Odyssey class in size. Now at number 7, we have USS Anon. The ship's design was a massive wedding ring with no diamond, and its nacelles served as a holder for the diamond, measuring over 1,042 meters and belonging to the Saturn class. When the USS Discovery, a starship from the 23rd century displaced in time, arrived at Federation HQ in 3189, Anon was docked and passed by the older Crossfield-class science vessel. In the 34th episode, the USS Discovery crew displayed a schematic of the ship on a bridge interface. Now at number 6, we have USS Zuar. The USS Zuar, which appeared in Star Trek Discovery Season 3, was a Courage-class starship with a length of about 1,141 meters. It had a vertical hull design similar to early Nausicaan ships, but it was larger and smoother. This ship can alter its orientation, creating uncertainty about which part is the front, be it the largest section or the smaller engineering compartment. Zuar was one of the starships observed during the arrival of the time-displaced USS Discovery at Federation HQ. Next, at number 5, we have USS Thant. The Friendship-class USS Thant was 1,188 meters long and featured small saucer with a keyhole cutout and 2 incredibly large nacelles that are detached from the hull. In the year 3069, the Friendship class saw the loss of many of its ships to the burn. Almost all of these long and flat vessels with their active warp cores were destroyed when their dilithium became inert, resulting in antimatter explosions. Now let's take a look at USS Nog. The Eisenberg-class USS Nog had a length of 1,212 meters, and its hull bore a resemblance to either a Nike logo or a jellyfish with 2 hovering nacelles. In one of the episodes of Discovery, during the threat to Earth by the dark matter anomaly in 3190, the Nog took part in the evacuation effort. At that time, the Nog communicated that it was experiencing intense pressure from debris impacts and was not expected to endure for much longer, despite not having reached its passenger capacity. Now moving on to number 3, we have USS Armstrong. The 32nd century starship USS Armstrong appeared in Star Trek Discovery Season 3 and belonged to the Constitution class. It measured 1,400 meters in length and shared design elements with the NX class from the 22nd century and the Constitution class from the 23rd century. Unlike its predecessors, it lacked the neck connecting the primary and secondary hulls. By 3069, at least 7 ships of this class had been lost to the burn. At number 2, we have USS Maai. This ring ship belonged to the Angelo class featured in Star Trek Discovery Season 3. Measuring 2,109 meters in diameter, the large saucer featured a central opening. Inside the ship, there was a complete rainforest biosphere, along with the surrounding body of water. Additionally, the ship's dorsal hull seemed to be made up of holographic projections, enabling the vessel to adapt to different circumstances. And now our number 1 on the list, USS Federation. The design of the Pax-class USS Federation was highly distinctive, and it had the capability to transform into a space station from the 32nd century throughout the 33rd century. With an estimated length of 2,800 meters, the ship's detached arms spanned approximately 2,400 meters in width and included a central trunk that could expand outward into a series of spiral arms. The USS Federation also functioned as the mobile headquarters for both the Federation and Starfleet. And so with that, we come to the end of this video. Do hit that like button for support and also subscribe if you haven't. Till the next time, take care fam!